With Brexit, an inner British customs border for goods was created. Northern Ireland surprisingly suspended the checks there, and according to a court, they have to reintroduce them because a British court has halted the controversial suspension of the Brexit checks on goods entering Northern Ireland from the UK. The High Court in Northern Ireland's capital in Belfast issued a corresponding order. This should apply until a more comprehensive legal examination has taken place, as reported by the PA News Agency and the Irish broadcaster RTE. The judges scheduled a corresponding hearing for March 7th. Northern Ireland's Agriculture Minister Edwin Poots of the unionist DUP surprisingly announced on Wednesday that the checks, which are causing a lot of resentment among supporters of his party, will be suspended. The British government supported the move. Criticism came from Ireland. And the EU called on Britain to stick to its international commitments. However, the order was not implemented. According to the EU Commission and British media, the checks were initially carried out on Thursday. Those checks are part of the so-called Northern Ireland Protocol, which the UK and the EU agreed to in their Brexit deal. This provides that, unlike the rest of the UK, Northern Ireland is still a member of the EU Customs Union and the EU Single Market. This is intended to avoid a hard border with EU member Ireland and thus tensions and violence in the former Civil War region. However, this has created an inner British customs border for goods at which food from Great Britain is subject to checks. The so-called loyalists who advocate closer ties to the British state fear that it will weaken relations with Britain. Accordingly, the DUP rejects the protocol. The dispute over the customs border has led to a government crisis in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland First Minister Paul Givan resigned on Thursday in protest at the effects of the regulation, and he is from the DUP. His deputy Michelle O'Neill from the party Sinn Féin also had to vacate her post automatically. Sinn Féin advocates reunification with Ireland and has described the suspension of checks as illegal, and the court said they are right. The talks on the Northern Ireland Protocol between the UK and the EU are not over yet. They are talking for ages already. And EU Commission Vice President Maroš Šefčovič met British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss via video conference on Thursday to discuss the implementation of the protocol on Ireland and Northern Ireland. After the meeting, Šefčovič stressed that the Northern Ireland Minister of Agriculture's order to end checks on goods between Great Britain and Northern Ireland was of, as he put it, little help there. It creates uncertainty and unpredictability for the people and businesses of Northern Ireland. These checks are necessary for Northern Ireland to benefit from access to the EU single market for goods. And the Vice President also said, I believe that we need to continue to focus on the practical challenges that have been raised by the Northern Ireland stakeholders. And they in general are the winners of the whole thing, by the way. That's what I'm saying. According to Commission information, officers in Northern Ireland are currently continuing to carry out checks on goods entering Northern Ireland. And Šefčovič said, it is important that this continues to be the case. The European Commission will follow developments on the ground closely. The protocol, the cornerstone of the withdrawal agreement, is an international agreement. It is therefore the UK government's responsibility to uphold its legal obligations under the protocol. The only solution we have found with the UK government to protect the Good Friday Agreement, given the nature of Brexit, for which the British government has decided. It is only by honouring our international commitments and living up to our responsibilities that we can build and maintain trust also in the future. I have to disagree with him. I don't see anything to maintain there anymore. They have a lot to build. Šefčovič and Truss will speak again next Friday. The protocol on Ireland and Northern Ireland was jointly decided and ratified by the EU and the UK as an integral part of the withdrawal agreement. It has been in force since January 1st in 2020 and has legal effect under international law. The protocol aims to preserve all dimensions of the Good Friday Agreement, as well as peace and stability, avoiding a hard border on the island of Ireland and preserving the integrity of the EU internal market. After the resignation of the head of government in Northern Ireland, Paul Givan, supporters of the union with Great Britain criticized the EU and neighbouring Ireland for sticking to special Brexit rules. The negotiated Northern Ireland Protocol is not supported by a single elected unionist representative, said the head of the Protestant DUP party, Geoffrey Donaldson, on Friday on RTE. The DUP has repeatedly called for the protocol to be abolished. Yeah, but I have never heard that they live in reality somewhere. The document, which the EU and Great Britain had agreed to in the wake of Brexit, is intended to avoid a hard border between Northern Ireland and Ireland. And this is intended to prevent new tensions in the former Civil War region. However, this has created an inter-British customs border. Yeah, right, but only for goods, and the people on streets don't really feel that. But there are a lot of advantages for Northern Ireland businesses because they are in two single markets now. But Donaldson defended Givan, who resigned on Thursday in protest at the regulations. A carefully balanced agreement stipulates that First Minister Michelle O'Neill from the Republican Party Sinn Féin must now also resign from office. Regional elections are scheduled for May 5th in Northern Ireland, and according to polls, Sinn Féin, which is aiming for the reunification of Ireland and Northern Ireland, can hope for a majority for the very first time. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.